Hi, I'm Attorney Dragana Knezic with the Constantakis Law Office. Today I'll be breaking down traffic tickets and how we here at Constantakis Law Office can help you deal with your tickets. Some of the points we'll be covering today are the ranges of traffic tickets, some of the consequences for those tickets, and the benefits of getting tickets amended as opposed to just paying for them. As always, if you have a ticket that you need handled, don't hesitate to reach out to us at 414-427-6181. Traffic Ticket Overview. There are two groups of speeding tickets, moving and non-moving violations. For example, a non-moving violation is something like a parking ticket or faulty equipment on your vehicle, such as a light that doesn't work. Moving violations consist of tickets like speeding, failure to yield, OWI, and other infractions based on the movement of your vehicle. Why you should fight your ticket. If you get a ticket, it's always worth fighting it. Yes, it can be a hassle, which is why many people just pay the fine and move on, but doing that usually means points go on your license. And while 12 points might seem like a lot, they can add up very quickly. Too many points can lead to a suspended license as well as higher insurance rates. By fighting the ticket, you'll have a better shot at reducing or avoiding points and keeping your insurance costs down. Fighting tickets is even more crucial for probationary drivers. As a probationary driver, while your first ticket is like any other, subsequent tickets get their points doubled. Let's take a look at what the add-up points can do to your license. What do points mean? How do they affect you? Over a 12-month period, your driver's license can only rack up so many points before you face suspension. Let's break down how the point system works and what the consequences are. We'll start with probationary drivers and permit holders. Since this is a time meant to prove you can be a safe and responsible driver, the rules are a lot stricter. If you hit 12 points, you'll face a 6-month suspension. But it doesn't stop there. If you go over 30 points, that suspension jumps to a full year. And here's something important to remember during your probationary period. Any points you get after your first ticket are doubled. So it's a lot easier to reach those limits than you might think. Now, if you have a regular license or a CDL, the point system works a bit differently, with suspension lengths increasing as your point total climbs. 12 to 16 points gets you a 2-month suspension. 17 to 22 points results in a 4-month suspension. 23 to 30 points leads to a 6-month suspension. And if you go over 30 points in a year, your license will be suspended for a full year. Bottom line, keep an eye on your points, and fighting tickets when you can really help you protect your driving record. Moving violations. When most people think of traffic tickets, moving violations usually come to mind first. Things like speeding, running a red light, or getting an OWI. Let's break down what some of these violations can mean for your driving record. We'll start with the most common one, speeding tickets. These are typically broken down into 3 categories based on how fast you were going over the limit. If you're going 1 to 10 miles per hour over, that's a 3-point ticket. Going 11 to 19 bumps up to 4 points. And if you're speeding by 20 miles per hour or more, you're looking at 6 points on your license. Now that we've covered speeding, let's look over other moving violations. Operating while suspended and driving without a license are both treated similarly. Each one adds 3 points to your record. Then there's the OWI, or operating while intoxicated. This is a serious one. It adds 6 points to your license, and as well as we mentioned in our OWI video, it often comes with a license revocation that can last anywhere from 6 to 9 months. Non-moving violations. Non-moving violations can happen for all sorts of reasons. While many of these don't add points to your license, it's still worth fighting the ticket. You might be able to reduce the fine or even get the charge dismissed if you act quickly. Take expired registration or license plates, for example. In Wisconsin, that kind of ticket can cost you up to $200. But if you renew your registration before your court date, there's a good chance that the ticket could be dismissed. Parking tickets are another common non-moving violation. They can be issued for parking in the wrong spot, like in front of a fire hydrant, in a bus zone, or other restricted area. These won't put points on your license, but they can still cost you anywhere from $35 to $300, depending on the situation. Then there are the equipment violations. Things like broken headlights or taillights or windows that are tinted too dark. These can result in a fine and 2 points on your license. Fines for equipment issues usually range from $10 to $200, depending on what's wrong and what needs fixing. I hope this video has given you a better understanding of the different kinds of traffic tickets you could face and why you should fight them. If you have any additional questions, feel free to visit the FAQ section on our website's traffic tickets page. If you have a traffic ticket you need help with, make sure to call us today at 414-427-6181. Let the Constantine Office fight for justice you deserve.